Alright guys, so here we have an iPhone 5. So this is one of the bigger changes that Apple made when going into the new device with the bigger screen, supporting LTE, and going with the Lightning port. Now we all know this device has some age to it, about, well, we're looking almost 5 years old right now, so it definitely has some age on it. This in particular unit I've had laying around. It had a swollen battery, so I decided to replace the battery. And once I replaced the battery, I decided I will let the kids use it. But as I was playing around with it, I noticed one thing is it was fairly responsive and it was running 9.3.5. So I haven't updated it in a while. So I wanted to see if there's actually a big performance difference on some of these older devices once upgraded to 10.3.1. And you can see I really don't have anything running in the background. Opening up the app, fairly responsive. Going through websites, fairly responsive. And look up the video that I put up for Tweakbox app. This is, you can get a lot of cool options for your device. Now let's open up some other apps, like open up messages, calendar, photos. Now again, this is clean app, clean install. Everything is clean install on the device. Nothing running. The only thing I did install Tweakbox and Tutu app and Moviebox, but this was reset recently. So let's go ahead and look and see here. Now that's kind of how it looks. I would say it's responding pretty well, and it's for as old as the device is. So let's go ahead and update it and then see where it goes. Now, if you see those lines on the display, it's probably because of my cable connection. Alright guys, so after updating the device, I had some issues connecting it back to QuickTime to use it as a second screen to record it. So I had to go a different route. This is the route that I ended up just doing, just recording it from another device. Now, after the update, the overall performance hasn't changed that much. It's gained some new features, but overall it's still maintaining some of the speed. It's not as fast because the apps are updated, but it's still holding on for how old the device is. Now the biggest thing updating is that you'll have compatibility when downloading a lot of the applications from the App Store. Now the one thing that I want to talk about is what I noticed is that in 10.3 Apple started going even more in depth into the 64-bit architecture and which apps are going to be supported or not. So this is what I noticed. Now going into the applications, when you go into the settings and then general, if you go to about, you'll see it's on 10.3.1. So space wise, you gain a little bit of space. Capacity, it's reading more capacity than before. It only read 12 point something gigs. So because of the new file system, it helps it out. But now you see it says applications too. I do have 2 applications that I downloaded, but this is where you kind of see something tricky. Is once you click on this, you see a whole bunch of other items in there not supported or app compatibility issues that you could have. Now I don't know if that's just how it's supposed to be, but this is kind of one of those funky things because I had App Store. All of these are 32-bit applications, and they are, because this is a 32-bit device, but I would imagine that they would still script it that it can support and not slow down the device. It shouldn't be worded this way. So like I said, this is kind of the one thing that I noticed overall, but it is still holding its performance fairly well. Closing apps and launching apps is still fine. Not that big of a change in performance for a device this old. So hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more.